Hello and welcome. Welcome to my home and welcome to our sacred space that I prepared for us today. I'm Olivia and this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia, here to do your lady pick a card. We are getting the thought of the day from the Healing the Mind and Spirit cards by Dr. Brian L. Weiss. Go ahead and do a hard shuffle. If you've never done a tarot pick a card, it's easy to do. Just follow along with the video. Although I do have timestamps below if you want to skip ahead. Did I say who I am? I'm Olivia. And this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia. Thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate it. It means the world to me that you're here, actually. I can't even downplay it. It's too exciting. Let's go ahead and cut the deck. We'll draw from the top. And we have, deep within me is a solid core of calm and peace. That's the affirmation. Don't let people or outside events determine your peace of mind. That can take some doing if you work for the public. I can tell you that. However, it can be done. Deep within me is a solid core of calm and peace. I think that's a nice affirmation for today. All right, so the way you do it is you pick a card. Different people do it different ways. You can pick more than one card. Whatever resonates with you, however you want to do it is fine. I'm going to go ahead and have a sip of coffee while you look over. Oh, I guess I should go ahead and show you the card toppers up close. So we have Rose Selenite. The next one is Labradorite. Then we have Selenite. And we have a heart, another heart-shaped obsidian. All right, that's what we have. While you look those over, I'm going to have a little sip of cuppa, a little sip of coffee. It's so good. Okay, so if you need more time with these cards in order to pick, go ahead and pause the video. Take all the time that you need. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and start with the Rose Selenite here. The Magician. So I always think of MacGyver when I see the Magician because he was very resourceful. And what he did looked like working magic, but a lot of what he was doing was working with what he knew. And he knew a lot. But this magician is truly about, and the thing about magic, if you know anybody who, and I'm not talking about magic tricks, I'm talking about magic. If you know anybody who does magic, then what you might know is that they consider magic to actually be something that works with the laws of the universe, the laws of physics, the laws of the universe. It's not something that deviates from what can, there's always a consequence. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm telling you all that because that's not exactly what I have in the notes. That is something, those are some feelings I have about this card. For you, for this reading, the Magician, magic will take on an astonishingly personal significance for you. Remember, you are needed, you are loved, and you are safe. Now, expand your horizons. You can do something small, like make a wish and light a candle, or something big, like cuddle with your dog and see how the energy changes. Put some love into your cooking. What would that look like? To me, it's making sure I spread the peanut butter all the way to the edges. For others, it might be cutting off the crusts of that peanut butter sandwich. Love can be added to your food just by, as you're cooking, thinking about it nourishing the people who are going to eat it. They're nourishing their bodies, nourishing their souls. Work a little magic in your life today. That's the suggestion for you. Like I said, it could be big, it could be little. Just do a little something, something. All right. Now let's go ahead and see what we have under the Labradorite. Put this right here. And that's this one. I'll hold it up close. The Emperor, King of Kings. So what's so special about an emperor? What's different from an emperor than a king? Well, an emperor might have a kingdom, but his influence expands outside of his kingdom. In fact, other kingdoms may come to him and ask for his protection. So in other words, the emperor conquers by providing a lot of times. Rather than going out and conquering, the emperor gives in order to receive. That's not what I put in my notes. Let me see what I have here for you. The emperor, not just a king, but a king of kings. His sovereignty can offer protection and unification. Be the ruler of your own life. Face the unknown undaunted. Transform a wasteland into a garden. We hear a lot about imperial gardens, don't we? Conquer with love. Share what you have. That's what your card is about today. Conquer with love. The Emperor. It's a beautiful card. It may become one of my favorites one day. It's not just yet, but maybe with more understanding, it will. Now let's see what we have under the Selenite. Shut up close. I want you to notice the books. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Good news. Good luck. Good luck card. Good. Auspicious. The Wheel of Fortune. It's all about happiness, okay? Your past. I think of this as a compass, even though that's not exactly how the card is explained. But I do think of that as a compass. I do think of us following our path, our calling, what we're supposed to be doing. And that is our compass. And what I think of our compass is almost like a happiness meter. Instead of pointing true north, it points true happiness. And when you're on your right path, you feel it, and it's easier. Every now and then you may come up against some obstacles, but they're easier to overcome when you're moving the right direction, and that's towards happiness. So let me see, let me see what I wrote for you guys today. Happiness needs to be found and recognized. It's not behind the couch. It's within. I think I thought I was being funny when I wrote that. Because I was thinking of the joke, oh, I found Jesus. He was behind the couch the whole time. So I hope you enjoyed it. I did. Okay, so fate, a matter of scholastics and enlightenment. Look into a different kind of philosophy than you usually follow. Look into a different kind of religion and what they might believe. gather ideas for direction along your path. We don't have to believe the same thing we've always believed. And in fact, this card speaks to opening our minds and broadening our horizons. And we don't have to believe everything we read either, or every other religion. We don't have to be going in search of truth by just studying and looking at other ways of thinking about things. It will truly answer some of those questions. A lot of Christians, if you're watching this, and I call myself a Christian as well, as I am a follower of Jesus' teachings, Christians, you guys, go ahead and look at some other religions, something other than what you were taught. That doesn't mean you have to believe it, and it doesn't mean Satan's going to come get you. I shouldn't have said it that way, but it doesn't mean that. What it does mean is that you'll understand more how people see God, and it may help you to see God in a different way. A good way, not a bad way. It's really quite, and I'm speaking not just to Christians either. I know I singled you guys out, but I'm speaking to everybody, even agnostics, you know? Just kind of look, open your mind, open your books, look around, and let's see what we have here. The Seven of Rods. There he is. Rods are wands. Rods are tools. Sometimes, I think I've said this before, this was kind of a fun thing that happened to me in a reading. I was, a young woman had called, and she was really concerned about her boyfriend because he told her he was going to text her by a certain time, and he hadn't done it, and he wasn't answering his phone. And she was like, is he okay? I need to know if he's okay. And I said, well, I put down several cards, and it was like, he's okay. He's busy with his sticks. He's picking up wooden sticks. And I was just trying to see and figure out, because I wasn't getting any more information. And she was like, he's at a baseball game. He's playing baseball. And I'm like, oh. They're cleaning up. He's picking up the bats right now. But anyway, let's talk about what this card means for you. You're on a path of progress. You're learning more and more how to cope with bigger tasks and different forms of energy. Because if we think of these as wands, they all have different energies, right? Almost like magnets that are polarized. This is not about you coming into coping all willy-nilly or moving fast. It's more about being thoughtful and organizing with care. It's more about, as he picks up each of these staves or sticks or wands or tools, he's thinking about how to use it, how it's used, how it can be utilized and used with other things. So what does this mean in your life today? It really just means to move, not necessarily carefully, but consciously. Not in a hurry, but thoughtfully. Move through your day in this way. Not necessarily more careful, but more aware, if that makes sense. And here we are. Oh, I sure do love this. I sure do love doing this with you guys every day. It's so nice. It's so wonderful to me that you come back. It's so wonderful to me that you think, that you interact with me. I think that's just really one of the most exciting parts about this is when you comment, when you give me a thumbs up, even when you give me a thumbs down. I get excited about that, okay? So here we are. I hope you found this to be exactly what you needed. And do take what you need and take what resonates with you, but leave the rest. These are general readings, so sometimes you'll hear something that is meant for someone else to hear. And that's okay for you to just leave that. Don't make life-altering decisions. based on this or any other tarot pick a card video, okay? But do connect with me on my social medias linked below. You can book with me on my website, and or you can book with me on Keen. Either way is fine. My prices are listed in my website, which is different than if booking on Keen. On Keen, I charge by the minute. On my website, I charge a little bit differently, so you might want to look at that. Um, that's all I have to say today, except for one last thing. Do subscribe, and I love you guys. I look forward to doing this again tomorrow with you. Thanks. Bye-bye.